What's up, guys? So here we are again, back with some more content like I told you we would. Last time, if you guys had a chance to catch up on the YouTube video or the YouTube channel, we actually released a back training video. Felt good to get back into the rhythm. It feels good to get back into the rhythm of training. Today, we're gonna do shoulders and arms. I had a lot of you guys asking to train those together or separately. It's gonna be a really good workout. We are here at Texas Iron Republic in Magnolia, Texas again. It is about 10 p.m. at night, so I'm starting to get used to this night training. It gives me a chance to eat all day, rest, work, run errands, whatever I need to do. And then once I get to the evening, I can focus strictly on having a good training session. I don't know exactly what we're gonna do. Obviously some pressing, some raises, and then I haven't trained arms in quite some time. We wanna break out the fat grips. I know you guys see that I post different exercises that I use those for here and there. I'm gonna break them out today when we train some biceps. But it's gonna be a great workout. I want you guys to make sure you follow it, hit the subscribe button, like the videos, comment, let me know what you guys like, what you didn't like, what you wanna see next, and then I'll make sure we get that up on the channel for you guys. So let's get out here and get to work. All right, guys, so we're gonna start with some dumbbell work today. Usually I would start with either a plate loaded press, rear delt fly machine, and maybe some side raises. But I'm gonna go work a little backwards today. I'm gonna start with the dumbbells and then I'll work my way to the plate loaded stuff a little bit later in the workout. So I'm gonna start with some rear delt dumbbell flies. You guys have seen me do this on my Instagram page before. Chest supported is how I'm gonna do these. I'm gonna grab a couple dumbbells, nothing crazy heavy, because I'm just getting warm, right? Trying to wake the body up. These little 30-pound dumbbells. You come, your chest, you can lean so your chest can relax. Actually, I'm gonna change this. It's important to get the right kind of bench for these. This one will be ideal, but it has this right here. My arms are a little longer, so it kind of prevent me to get the movement that I need. But no big deal. We got an assortment of benches over here. So before I do this, I always just kind of let my shoulders hang loose, the way they kind of stretch, open my back up. And you want to try to engage your rear delts before you actually do the movement. So it's just basically a reverse fly. That's all it is. Now you guys might ask, why do I start with rear delts? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but because it's a smaller muscle group, doesn't take a lot of energy to train. You can kind of start out the gate. It's just like starting a leg workout with calves. Train the smaller muscle group while your energy is high. Then you have a good amount of energy when it comes time for the heavy lifts, which on shoulders is gonna be your lateral raises and your presses. I don't even know why they make 5-pound plates. Well, actually for women, that's why. See, it's 40 pounds. Let's run. Usually if I train when I train rear delts, I'm doing a little bit higher reps. So these are about 20 reps per set. Smaller muscle group, so listen to your body as to what you feel heavy is. You just want to make sure that you're getting good contraction on the muscle. That's always what's important. So the amount of weight first, the amount of reps, and then a perfect contraction. Yep. Usually on these, 50, 60 pounds is always sufficient for me. I've been heavier. Of course, I'm heavier, the reps are a little bit lower. The one thing you want to make sure that you're doing with these is keeping your chest flat on the bench. So you lean into it. The further your feet are back, that's what makes you stay flat. I've seen guys with their feet up forward, higher. If you do that, it increases the chance for you to, once the weight gets heavy, that is, to kind of come up. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to pull the weight up and your chest comes off of the bench. You want your feet to be back far enough to where you can stay flat. This way, you have no chance of taking the tension off the muscle. If you're here, it's all rear delts. And the bench, if it's centered, you're just basically going around it. That's all that it is. So if you do that, you'll get a perfect contraction. And I like the dumbbells because it allows the muscle to move freely. You're not really on a track like with a bar or anything like that. So I'm a big fan of dumbbells. Ooh. All right, so done with that. Quick 5-6 sets on that. That should be sufficient. Over here we have a isolation lateral plate loaded. So we're gonna start with that. I'll double back to dumbbells a little bit towards the end so that I go heavier with the dumbbells. These, as always, starting with 20 reps, weights a little bit lighter. If you don't have this machine, of course, you can use dumbbells to start. I mean, you just want to make sure it's a little bit lower impact once you're warming the muscle up. Get the blood flowing, then you can get to the heavier stuff. Good thing about this machine, well, I don't know if it's a good thing, but it's pretty crazy, but once you get a couple 10-pound plates on there, you'll start to feel it. And most machines, plate-loaded machines are like that. If they have a shorter stem on it, that kind of lets you know like the machine is heavier than others. And you see some with long stems on them, you can, stack plates on there for days. But you can't do that with this. To put 325s on here is gonna be heavy as hell. The guys that come train here at Texas Iron Republic, they know. I'm trying to keep my movement as strict as possible. This way I'm not doing a lot of swinging and I can keep the tension just where I want it. Try to keep my traps out of the movement as much as possible. Woo. You guys watching, I know you're probably like, 2 10-pound plates can't be that heavy. Well, come train at this gym, you'll see. On this machine, at least. rawmotiveworks.com. That's where this machine is from. Raw, R-A-W, motiveworks.com. If you can get one, I think your gym will probably, all you gym owners, your members probably would enjoy it. This is definitely a staple for me when I come here and I train delts. I've been moving over the past couple of days, so I haven't been in the gym. I had a couple rest days, which was very much needed. And that gave me the opportunity to catch up on some food. You guys know moving day is always tough for anybody. I probably should have been smart and listened to my girl and hired movers, but oh well, it's done. The guy at the U-Haul place told me, if you want a happy relationship, just always say yes, no matter what it is. Just say yes. Save yourself a lot of grief. All you guys that are married in relationships know what I mean. Okay, one more. Just gonna run 4 sets on this exercise. First set of 20, other 3 sets 15. I could go heavier, but like I said, I'm gonna save some energy when I get to dumbbells. That shit burns. All right. Yikes. There's enough of that. Moving at a little bit of a quicker pace today, which is great. Always shoulders and arms. I try not to take too much of rest periods in between. So that's why I'll go bounce to different parts of the shoulders. Rear, side, front, front, side, rear. Just kind of mix it up, basically let my body tell me how it feels. So we are going to go to a plate loaded shoulder press. You right here, my man, or no? Okay. So here we have 2. We have this one, which is probably my favorite. 2. We have 3. This is a Nautilus, old school. This actually loads with a chain. So it's chain and plates. I believe it's made to sit facing outward, but you see Tyler, Brian, Chris, all those guys, they'll train facing forward, standing like this, which is cool. I mean, it definitely works, and I like that. And then they have the Prime, plate loaded on different sections, beginning, middle, end. So I just kind of bounce between. But this one I pretty much end up doing every shoulder workout. This is always a go-to for me. Usually on these, I work my way up to 3-4 plates. Yep. Oh yeah. I know a lot of guys usually like to start with pressing, and I do too. So I'll come in sometimes, like I said, it's let your body tell you how you start each workout. I always tell you guys a lot of times I just come in the gym. I know what group I'm gonna train, but how I'm gonna go about it, I just do the low impact stuff first. I guess what you would call the easy stuff. Get the blood going, and I just go from there. So doing this in this order today feels really good. I got a decent pump so far, and definitely feeling strong. So that's a good thing. Yep, yep, yeah. Yep, yep, yeah. 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 Woo. It's kind of thick. Stack them, Captain. All right, I'm gonna have to work for this one. I already know it. It's okay. Oh shit. Damn seat slipped. Threw my focus off. I'm gonna run it one more time. All right, let's get this. Yeah. 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 Yep. Yeah. Damn. It's kind of tough because that weight will drive you out of the seat. And it's funny because I see a lot of seat belts on some machines that I feel like don't really require a seat belt. And then you get something like this, and I'm like, man, a seat belt might be a good idea for this machine. Okay, now I want to circle back around the rear delts. I'm actually use a pec deck for a reverse fly to get this done. I don't like to sit down, I like to stand up. Luckily, I'm not tall enough to where my head hits this, but I can get a really good contraction if I can just stand straight up and grab the bar up top. I did want to touch on something with these rear delt flies. I see a lot of people, not necessarily competitors or whatnot, but when they're doing this, they're going so far back that they really aren't targeting the rear delt. To hit your rear delt, you don't have to go behind your neck. You don't have to be way back here. So always keep in mind, you just need to come back. You'll feel it engage because it'll pop out. And that's how you know you're targeting it correctly. Because once it gets pumped, it's gonna feel like you got a knot back there. That's how you know you're doing it right. You get a big ass knot in the back of your shoulder, you're probably training rear delts. And also I try to slow it down to where I'm not moving so fast. Whew. It's pumped. Okay. Let's double back around to lateral raises. We're gonna use some dumbbells. Standing, where I give myself the opportunity to cheat. Not that I would cheat, but I know if I'm seated, really not gonna get any extra. I definitely got a good pump going, which is good. Every time you come in the gym, you guys heard me say it 1,000 times on earlier videos. By the way, you guys really should go check out the videos from the beginning. It's quite cool sometimes for myself even to go back, look at content that I recorded 8 years ago, 7 years ago, and when I was an amateur and I talked about being a pro and competing at the Olympia and all that stuff. And as much as I'm ready to get to the destination, which is winning a championship, it's still cool to see that I'm at a point now that I wanted to be in some years ago. I would always talk about being a pro, competing with pro guys, winning pro shows, and here I am now. I've won a couple pro shows, been to the Olympia a couple times, the Arnold a couple times, and I got quite a long career left ahead of me. You guys know I'm always talking about how long I want to do this, and that's why I'm doing it in the fashion that I am. I don't want a few years and then that's it, and I'm done. I have nothing to look forward to as far as the sport of bodybuilding. Obviously, I have a lot of things to look forward to in life, but it's fun that I can be active, I can compete and do something that I love. So I'm gonna be here for a while. I'm not going anywhere. And I'm just gonna get better. you guys will notice is I'm trying to stop at the bottom. That takes all the momentum out and allows me to stay completely focused on my delt. Instead of just swinging it and going through the reps like this, I'm completely isolating exactly what I want to hit. So that makes this 40-pound dumbbell pretty damn heavy. Whew. Jeez, it burns. Whew. Man, yeah. Rip. Then we're gonna end this with some, well, shoulders, with some dumbbell press. Get a little bit of that in. Couple arm exercises. I wanna wrap it up. When I used to train arms more often, I'll have a separate arm day. So I'm gonna see what I can get done with the time frame that I have. It's already getting late, you guys can see we've been in here close, maybe close to an hour, I guess. So we'll be wrapping it up. Shoulders got a good pump though. It's not bad. I'm gonna do these with 80-pound dumbbells. That way I can control the weight. Then I'll go up from there. Yep. I know it can't be just me. Those iron dumbbells feel like they're so much heavier than the black ones. Oh, my mind's playing tricks on me or what? But that shit is heavy. 80 pounds? I can hammer curl 80 pounds. The thing about dumbbell press, anything with dumbbells, I feel like it has the most benefit when you're using them for any exercise. Whether it's shoulder press, any type of chest press, incline flat, curls. It's just a different feeling than using like a barbell. You really have to work a little bit different, and for experienced lifters, you know what I mean, especially once you get into the heavier end. With the lighter weight, of course, it's easier to control. But once you get to the heavier weight, down here with these type of presses, it can get heavy pretty quick. But if you can control that weight and translate it to the muscle, you'll get some phenomenal growth. You just have to do it time and time again. I guess that's the hard stuff. When you hear guys say, do the hard stuff, this is much more difficult than that plate-loaded press I did just a little while ago. If you guys can hear this song, it always reminds me of Twisted Metal. I'm probably telling my age right there, but if you remember the very first Twisted Metal, running around in that ice cream truck with the clown, that game was the shit, man. The millennials don't know about that. All right, let's go. Yep, okay. Yeah. Come on. Also, for sure, it's a little more difficult doing the heavy lifts like this at the end of a shoulder workout. But if you guys caught the tail end of the back video that we just did, and we had the deadlifts at the end, it was super taxing. And I haven't been sore training back in a while. I mean, somewhat sore. But after that day, doing it in that order, like I haven't done in a while, my back was sore as hell. I mean, it was really sore. So I like that. Lets me know that I put some work in. I'm gonna attempt to do the same thing with these. My shoulders, funny enough, they never get sore. I think I may have talked about this before. But all those years of boxing, their endurance in my shoulders is very high. So I can beat them up. I can do high intensity, heavy, and they always seem to bounce right back, which is a good thing, but it always makes me feel like I leave the gym and I haven't done enough. But I have, because I've been in here training them close to an hour. There's some mind games. I guess my body's tricking me or something. So now that I'm going to the black dumbbells, I'm telling myself it's gonna be easier, even though the weight is heavier. We're gonna see if we can knock these out. You guys see what this shirt says? Same shit, different day. That's all it is, same shit, different day. They never give up. Shout out to Dark Sport. They are definitely a top sponsor. I got much love for those guys. They always show a lot of support and definitely always hooking me up with some dope shit. So, Wolves forever. See that? So you guys make sure you go check them out. I'll tag them below. Dark Sport, Patrick 10. Use that code, get that discount, save that money. Penny saved is a penny earned. Damn chair almost went back. 110-pound dumbbells is like two teenagers. Two small teenagers. That's what I'm about to lift. Yeah. One up. Two. Yeah. Oh, shit. Okay, that's good. That was a good set. Kept it controlled the whole time. All attention stayed on the shoulder. That's a perfect set. You keep do that over and over and over. Every exercise, every workout, you'll have some pretty damn good workouts. And that's the thing is, I was telling one of my guys earlier, you know, he asked me, why don't I ever have like a permanent training partner? And I told him, well, I like to come into the gym and focus on what I like to do, what works for my body, And then I'm not having to bounce ideas off of a training partner. Like, hey man, you want to do this? Or hey, what about that? No, I just come in, start training, and then I let my body tell me what I want to do, what it wants to do. So everybody's good at trying to tell their body what to do, trying to manipulate it, make it do what they want without ever even listening to their body. Because it'll tell you if an exercise doesn't work, it'll feel weird, something will pull out of place. So that's what you have to keep in mind when you're watching a lot of guys train. You're trying to get ideas for your training sessions. You have to make sure that you pick and choose, like what works for you. Some arm action. See what I can get done. And let's start with a strive curl, preacher curl, and we'll work our way from there. Instead of doing compound, it's isolation, where I can work each bicep separately. I always like isolation first. Comes to arms, work each side individually, then work compound. Recipe for success. Also, shout out to my sponsor, Inspire Nutra. I am able to train this late at night efficiently also because of Dark Devastate. I think I talked about it, told you guys in the other video, but you guys make sure you go check it out. Here we are with the dirty ass gym bag still. Guys, make sure you check it out. And Legend too. These two like are must-haves for me every time I train. This reminds me of Street Fighter. You know, you play the game Street Fighter, the title, it always kind of looks like that. So shout out to Inspire Nutra. Again, I'll drop the code below. You guys go check it out. Save yourself some money. I think one of the biggest questions that I always get asked over anything is, how do you grow your arms? I've said it time and time again, and it has never failed. It's a lot of consistency, frequency, volume. That's it. I mean, and going with what actually works for the muscle. I was training a client the other day, and I was explaining to him that your knees and your elbows are all hinge joints, right? So a hinge joint is just on a hinge. That's it. You want to train it, you have to pull, contract, extend, contract. That's all it is. I know you guys see a lot of influencers, fitness personalities, whatever, and they try to make it seem so sensational, like, you know, all these creative different workouts and, you know, turning your arms like this and dumbbells and doing this. And guys, don't overcomplicate something as simple as training your arms. It can get boring, but the results are what's exciting. So you want big biceps, just curl. Stay in this range and curl. That's all you have to do. If you want to do something a little more creative, like a baseball curl, you know, you can do that, but they actually make machines for that. So we have one here. Light Fitness makes one, Hammer Strength makes one. Just, you know, if you get the contraction and the pump, the muscle's gonna grow. You just have to keep doing it. So there's no secret to it. It just takes time, that's it. So give yourself some time and they will grow, I assure you. Do a couple compound sets. If you are seeing this live, these are continuous sets. Not taking much rest in between, especially with arm training, shoulder training, try to keep the intensity up. Yep. Whew. These are what I like to call ladder sets. You just continuously back-to-back the sets, increasing the weight each time. It's tough, but you get a hell of a pump if you can get it right. Woo. One plate from the bottom. Now we have some triceps. Bounce right back around the biceps and we'll be wrapping it up. These little handles are pretty cool. You can take a look over there. There's like a ton of attachments and different stuff that they have here in Texas Iron Republic. It's crazy. If you can use it to lift any type of attachment, they got it, which is great. It's hard to find it in a lot of gyms. Triceps back to back, a little bit of a different story. Once you train shoulders, because they're already partially pumped from the pressing. But that's why it's always good to have an arm day. If you're wanting to grow your arms, you have an arm day on its own. You might call it a rest day. I will call it a rest day because it doesn't take much to train arms. And then you can also touch them on either shoulder day or your chest day. But I'm on a 4-day split. I'll talk about that on the next video. So I'm training each muscle group at least twice a week. I like frequency. I don't like to take a lot of days off in the gym. I've trained every day pretty much for the past 20 years. So I'm used to doing it. This year makes 23 years I've been lifting weights. So that's quite some time. That's it for that. And we are going to end this with you know what. Oh, there's one. There's two. It's 35-pound dumbbells. I'm gonna do some hammer curls with these. Fat girls make it hard to hold. Shit. That really works the hell out of your forearms. You guys who use these, you know. If you guys don't believe me, you can take a trip over here. See what they have over here? Back grips. So if you guys don't think that they work, I would advise you to go check them out. Go give them a try. It's gonna make a 35-pound dumbbell feel like it's 45 or 50 pounds. I promise you. Yeah, so much tension right here. Genetically, arms are the strong point for me, so that's why you guys never hear me talk too much about training them, because I can just come in and do a few sets, a couple exercises, and get a crazy pump, and that's it. But like I told you, when I first started working out, I trained them every day for 6 years because I didn't know any better. Obviously, it paid off. So now, I'm just withdrawing those daily deposits from back in the early 2000s. Damn, my grip is shot. I think that about wraps it up, guys. Definitely got the most out of this workout. Like I said, it's evening time here. It is 11:30, so we've probably been at it roughly about an hour, 15, hour and a half. And that's more than enough for shoulders and arms. I have legs tomorrow, which is my favorite day, legs and back, because that's the days you have to work the hardest. That will be the next video that we drop. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Like I said, take what you like from it, try it out, see if it works for you. Pair it with another guy's training. See, put your own program together. You guys got any questions, any comments, anything you'd like to see, make sure you leave them down below. Hit that subscribe button, share the videos to all your buddies. Make sure you check out Dark Sport, code Patrick10, and Inspire Nutra, code MORE. Save yourself some money. And like I said, we got legs up next. I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait to see you guys in the next video. I'll see you later.